if we could do a live streaming, that would be great. Maybe someday that can happen. The channel I did a video on earlier, I'm not sure if it's going to upload or not. The contingency plan. Apparently he had just his first live streaming, and it was all due to somebody who actually knows what they're doing. And he said, I freely admit, and you all know, I'm stupid. Well, yeah, I resemble that remark. So he has a gal, Rena, capital R-E-N-A, capitals, all capitals. Rena, R-E-N-A. Anyway, she's his, or that person is his technician, and she ran the whole thing. So, anyway, this book is so full of lessons. One of them, to be learned from this one is, spiritual lesson too, with practical implications. Don't rejoice over the death of the wicked. Yahweh doesn't rejoice over the death of the wicked. So it should be grievous. And granted, they had a victory, but they were high-fiving and rooting it up, and blah blah blah. And yes, it's just a story and all, but human nature would have dictated that they do that. But rather than being cautious, rather than gunning and forcing, they went through the church thing and radio, chatter, laugh, joke. And instead of continued caution on everybody's part and using the radio to say, hey, there's a hill coming up, be very careful going over that hill, stop before you get to the top of the hill. But nobody was paying attention. So, and understandable. Tired, alertness, lags, positive ions come into play. Good time to have yourself grounded to the frame of the car. That is miraculous. I've said before, I'm not even going to tell the story now. One of the most miraculous things I've ever experienced in my entire life. Which, looking back, hindsight and all that 2020, knowing now that I had congestive heart failure for many years, that's what I was experiencing every time I got in a car and in that high positive ion environment. A car is a positive ion generator. It's a Van de Graaff machine. So 18-hour drive time, 36-hour total drive time, sharing the driving with my wife. I go and pick up my son in South Dakota. Long story short, no symptoms whatsoever. I would jump out of the car, and instead of taking 5 minutes to get out of the car to keep from blacking out, I would just jump out and start exercising. Felt absolutely in the peak of condition, even though I had no sleep. So, amazing. That was with congestive heart failure. Yeah, miraculous. So, anyway, thing to learn here is that negative ions versus positive ions, absolutely critical, life or death. Your reaction time is speeded up 300% with negative ions. You can have negative ions with you all the time. You can ground yourself all the time. You can be grounded and eliminate the positive ion effect. But you can actually have things. The guy that I told you about that has a website that only governments and military can afford to pay him to do, designed little negative ion generators for military lapels, and he does them in every military for the world, for sentries and guard duties and stuff. And all they are germanium and tourmalinium, and I could make them too. You sew? Anybody out there sew? Yeah. There's a million things to make. Maybe not a million, 100,000, maybe 1,000. We'll start off with 100. No. I got a lot of things to make with sewing. Grounding, negative ions, a lot of stuff. Shelter stuff, teepees, yurts, Tyvek, you name it, baby sacks. This is one of the biggest things a buddy of mine, a Vietnam vet, keep your head down. The only thing I've ever been good at in life is killing people. If I wake up, I see somebody, I'll kill them. Except for you and your family, and my two buddies. I'm talking about a short list, Anyway, he had a lot of ideas, a lot of things to do. It initially kind of struck me as odd, you know, soldier, Green Beret. I want to sew. Sewing is not a woman's occupation necessarily. Sewing is nothing sissy about it. There's a lot of life-saving things we can make and a lot of things that will help people stay alive. So somebody get here with a sewing machine. Let's get the heck to work. A lot of stuff to do. All right. Anyway, lessons, you know, don't gloat. Don't, you know, don't get cocky, kid. You know, Han Solo to Luke Skywalker when he popped off his first TIE fighter. You know, don't get cocky. You know, be cautious all the time. 24/7. If you're in a post-whatever situation, post-toasty situation, you got to be on your alert. You got to be on your guard. You got to be thinking all the time. Somebody comes over, you don't brag, you don't boast, you don't shoot your mouth off about how good you are and how tough you are and how good a shot you are. Especially if you don't even own a weapon. You know, I mean, braggadocio is just stupid bullshit. And I don't want to... It's irritating. Let me put it that way. Enough said on that. Been a long day. So, no brag, just fact. You know, deal with reality. You know, that's the main thing. Deal with reality that you've been dealt with, and you got to be able to think things through reasonably, logically, sensibly, and honestly. Most people I'm seeing are not capable of thinking honestly. They think of themselves more highly than they ought. They brag. They say this, they say that. Well, you know, who cares? I don't care what comes out of your mouth. I don't, you know. I mean, if what I'm saying is, you know, if you're bragging, I don't care. What do you do? What do you do? What are your actions? Our words and our actions will determine our destiny. You know, just on a positive note, St. Francis said, at all times, preach the gospel. And if necessary, use words. Well, your life should be a testament to what you believe. Your actions should be a testament to what you believe. I don't need to hear it from your mouth all the time. And that gets tiring anyway, when someone's always bragging about themselves. It gets tiring, because especially when you hear it the third time, and the fourth time, and the fifth time, and the sixth time, and the seventh time, and the eighth time, and the ninth time, and the 10th time, and the 15th time, and the 20th time. You know, so, with no proof forthcoming. So, all right, this is Jerry Diamond. If you're listening to this, you are the remnant. I know that ain't much, but I'm tired. I've got to get some sleep. I'm pushing on the ragged edge of, you know, existence. So, be in prayer. I do want to say this. I apologize to, there's a lot of people who want me, you know, want some information. I'll get to it when I can. I'm trying to do what I can do. I was gone for a week. Of course, I did a lot of did as many videos as I could while I was gone. There at Passover. Feast of Unleavened Bread. I haven't recuperated yet. So, I mean, I had to drive home a couple hours. Oh yeah, only 2 hours. Well, I could do that, you know, on nothing. I could sleep for 30, you know, do that 30 hours straight. Can't do it anymore. That's why I look like I do. That's why I'm as old as I am. That's why my heart's not in good shape. So, I have not recuperated from that trip, and I don't need to be pushed and hassled and have irritations all the time. So I need help. And also just say, you know, I appreciate the people that have, you know, sent anything, helped out. It may be that I just, you know, prioritize things. Well, I'm prioritizing for sure. You know, if someone if you have been, let's put it this way, if things hits its fan like in the next month or 2 weeks or whatever, and you have helped me out and kept me alive, and you show up, you know, I mean, I'm going to help you. You know, I'm going to help anybody, but, you know, people that have helped me out and basically kept me alive, you know, get top priority. And I'm just saying, it's just reality. There's a limited amount of time I've got. I don't have Patreon going, like I said. Oh well, too bad. I get my arena, maybe I'll get it going. I need some help. I don't know how to do all that crap. Very simple, just like the contingency plan kid. I'm a dummy. I'm a techno-tard. I've said it over and over again. I tried to get on. I knew somebody that I thought it'd be a snap for him to figure out Patreon. He said, I couldn't figure it out. That was somebody that knew computers. So, anyway, it may not be that hard. I got on one time and started looking at it. Fundraising. I mean, where's that going? There's crowdfunders. We could be doing stuff. I could have a farm bought right now, tomorrow. There's been so many beautiful places. I mean, fully developed. They're up for sale. I don't know what's going on. Unbelievers who were, maybe, I don't know. I mean, I'm talking greenhouses and berry patches and fruit trees and, everything done, raised beds and the whole 9 yards. I'm perfect, absolutely pristinely perfect, as perfect as could be. Prepper properties. One of them completely off grid. And they've been up for sale here in the last 3 months. We could be buying them. I'm hoping remnant believers are buying them. And I believe that would be the case. We need to keep track of them, so we know where they're at, so we can go to barter trade and stuff, and see if they're okay, check them out. But, been needing help for a long time. I don't see any forthcoming. Jersey's here and we'll do some things, but, it's give and take thing, time taken up and doing this and that and the other thing, but anyway, hopefully we can get rolling here. I mean, that was another thing, come right back from the trip and then the next day go out and do shopping all day. I mean, no, that was not good for me. I don't need that. I didn't need it. It was too much, way too much. So, if you can help out, do. If you can't, I understand. I help everybody I can. Definitely. But her attack cat's out. Very weird. It hasn't attacked me yet, and I hope it doesn't. Because I can't just do it what I normally do with cats. Send them on to the next existence, but anyway. All right. Hey, this went on a little bit too long, and again, whatever. I'm tired. Deal with it. Don't listen. Do. As Richie from Boston would say, like, share, and subscribe, or don't. I'm out. So, this is Jerry Diamond. If you're listening to this, you are the remnant. Goodbye.